When we started the show this week, Get Down to Business, talking about small business jobs and entrepreneurship, I mentioned that it's not just a regular week over here on Get Down to Business. We're taking calls. We're doing our live show for the first time. We're taking calls at 312-642-5600, taking your calls and hopefully providing some answers about small business jobs and entrepreneurship. But it's not a regular week on Get Down to Business for other reasons as well. We're thrilled to be honored to be joined by Chicago City Treasurer Stephanie Neely. Treasurer, thank you for joining us on Get Down to Business.
Thank you for having me. Good evening to your listeners.
Thank you so much. So, Treasurer, you've been involved. We haven't had the pleasure of meeting in person. Hopefully, we'll change that after the show. But I've heard of the work of your office and you in particular getting out there and providing resources for the small business community for quite a while. Treasurer, tell us a little bit about your background and why you decided to make small business a priority for your office.
Well, Chicago has a lot of nicknames, City of Big Shoulders, but we're truly a city of small businesses and neighborhood businesses. And a product of an entrepreneur myself, my father and his 6 brothers had neighborhood gas stations. I understand how much hard work it takes to be a successful business owner, and I just wanted to make sure that I was bringing as many resources as I could to the small business/entrepreneur community in Chicago.
I love it. And I just want to give a shout out for Tom Johnson in your office, who's really the guy out there. Tom and I have gotten to know each other over the past, I'd say it's probably been 4 or 5 years. We've partnered together on so many initiatives, but the biggest of the initiatives that we've partnered on, and most importantly, rather than just talking in the past, talking about the future, our partnering on is the upcoming Chicago City Treasurer's Office Small Business Expo, which is coming up right around the corner, isn't it?
That's right. It's Friday, October 3rd, and it's at the UIC Forum, which is on the corner of Randolph and Roosevelt Road in Halsted. And it's a full day of free workshops and exhibition hall full of about 150 different exhibitors. We announced the winners of all the contests that we give all year round, and it's just a great place, one-stop shopping, to get as much information as possible to have a successful small business, whether you're thinking about having one, you have one, you want to expand, or you're just starting out.
That's fantastic, and I will be there, and hopefully we'll be able to draw a lot of our listeners out there. I'm giving a workshop. I'm not even sure what time. I think it's sometime in the morning hours, so that just gives you an excuse to come all day long because there's going to be resources for everybody there at the event. You won't want to miss it. And, of course, before we finish our conversation, Treasurer, we'll make sure that you are able to provide the website. But what are some of the other things that your office does for the residents of the city of Chicago?
Well, we have workshops all through the year, and they're free workshops. And you can go to my website, ChicagoCityTreasurer.com, to get a schedule. But we teach people how to write a business plan. You can't have a successful business unless you have a blueprint of a plan. So we teach people how to write business plan. We teach people how to navigate social media. We teach people how to write an elevated pitch just in case you're on an elevator with Bill Gates. You want to pitch your idea to him and get some money for him. So we do a lot of things. We have great partners. I appreciate you giving a shout-out to Tom Johnson, Lily Paredes in my office also. They do a lot of great work to make sure we're giving as many resources as possible. So it's not only just about our Small Business Expo, which is coming up October 3rd. It's all year round. So just in case you can't make it, there are other times. We also do a 1-hour mentoring program where we have successful business owners give their experience to new business owners so that you're not recreating the wheel. We have our version of Shark Tank. So we have a lot of things going on to make sure we're having successful business owners in Chicago.
As Chicago City Treasurer Stephanie Neely just said, are the resources that are all year round and are for businesses of all sizes, not just the mid-sized businesses and the large businesses that everybody tends to give a lot of attention to. I love what you're doing, giving the attention to the small businesses and helping them to develop and to become larger businesses, because isn't that what makes up our economy, certainly in Chicago, the state, and around the country?
Yep, it is the true engine of all the economic activity. One of the things that we really do that's exciting is we administer a microloan program. So we actually don't give the loans, we provide the money for the loans, and we have several partners, and the loan sizes are anywhere between $2,000 and $50,000, just in case you have that emergency. So we also have a loan program, too.
That's amazing. So many resources for small businesses, all coming out of the office of Chicago City Treasurer Stephanie Neely. Just thrilled to have you on the air. And again, I'm hoping that we'll have the opportunity to talk in advance of the expo, which is coming up right around the corner on October 3rd. It's a Friday at UIC Pavilion. It's really, really exciting, and I'm going to be there. And Get Down to Business listeners, you won't want to miss this one. So again, City Treasurer Stephanie Neely, thanks for joining us and Get Down to Business. Again, the website for your office for the event and how to reach you?
It's ChicagoCityTreasurer.com. You can also call 311 and ask for the Treasurer's office to get as much information. We'd like people to register in advance, so if you can't, just show up and register on site.
But try to register in advance. Check out the City Treasurer's office. Lots of resources beyond the event. If you can't make it there on the day of, on October 3rd, they've got contests, they've got resources, they've got a Shark Tank, they've got a lot of things available for small business owners and entrepreneurs that are out there. Thank you, Treasurer, for joining us on Get Down to Business.
Thank you for having me. Look forward to seeing everybody October 3rd.
Looking forward to it. Get Down to Business is powered by Tandem HR. Tandem HR is your solution center. You can find them at tandemhr.com or call 630-928-0510. You can also email them, simplify@tandemhr.com. Once again, give them a call, 630-928-0510. They're the solution center. They're the ones that provide a lot of solutions for me and my clients and the people that I work with. I've got questions. I call Bruce Leon all the time with my questions about jobs, career, business, and you will want to do the same thing as well. And Get Down to Business is also brought to you in part by Everett Wealth Solutions, a registered investment advisor and financial planning firm, a fiduciary advisor that helps you create your personal wealth. Find them at everettwealthsolutions.com or call 708-771-7777. After the break, I'm going to be providing a little bonus for you, tips on managing your email inbox. You won't want to miss it. You're listening to Get Down to Business with Shalom Klein.